I think one of the most challenging things for anybody, and this is true of me as well, is understanding people who are different than you. It's very easy to communicate with and to influence people who value the same things that you value, who think the same way you think, who have the same kind of orientation. What's more difficult is trying to figure out ways to communicate with and influence people who are different than you.
Can you give me an example of one of those ideas and how you influenced a group to buy into it or believe or follow?
One of the things I do a lot of is coaching young women around leadership and around setting high goals and achieving them, or setting up their own businesses. And so one of the things that I realized early in the process is lots of young women lack a certain kind of confidence, and part of the reason they may not do things isn't that they can't, it's that they don't believe that they can. And I grew up in an environment where that was never an issue for me. So it was quite challenging for me to understand that other people, this includes my daughter, but particularly young women, don't actually believe that they can do whatever they want. And so that's often a very challenging process, and the only way that you can really, I think, make that connection is by giving them lots of time to talk about what their experience has been, to talk about what their aspirations are, to talk about what they think their limitations are. And often if you let them talk through it long enough and ask the right questions, they'll come to the conclusion themselves that they can do it. Because I found that simply sitting down with someone and saying, "Don't be ridiculous, of course you can do it," doesn't necessarily work, even if it's absolutely true.